in, Carlton in front. The ball high and nearly a mark to Bowden. I think he might be paid it. The umpire says play on. The Carlton attackers quickly are onto him, but he gets rid of the ball over towards Francis Burke. He kicked a goal. We sort of started Richmond in this improved form, with improved pace in this third quarter. Jones, number 28, running for the ball against Ronaldson, number 2, and Patterson, 25, coming in from behind. A hand pass out here to Rover Bartlett. Richmond playing much better in this particular passage of play. The ball towards Wes Lost. Ganane in too late. The ball over towards Collins. Collins, back pocket player for the Blues, runs the ball out.
The last two occasions that it's come up into the teeth of goals, I felt that Wesley Lofts could have marked the ball, but he's evidently been told to punch it away from Ganane, and he's punching it away whether Ganane's there or not.
10 yards away from the behind post. Down to the end, which Richmond are kicking. Ganane goes for it. They're sharking the ball as Adrian Gallagher, kick number 18. Chance for Northey, but Northey's not playing well today. He's not handling the ball well. Adrian Gallagher could have kick number 18. His opponent, Bartlett, had 17. It's up towards the centre wing. There's a chance there. Two Richmond players. Sheedy is grabbed after he had bounced the ball. Will take the free kick on the centre wing. The free kick so far are for Carlton, 21, and for Richmond, 16. It's picked up by Sheedy. Down towards centre half forward. Croswell. Oh, good play, Croswell. He was like a magician. Then he took it away from his opponent. He plucked it out of a hat. Kicked off the ground by Strang, but it's going up towards Carlton's end. There's Jesselenko, the star. A Richmond player brought down behind the play. Jesselenko's got it. Gets away. Gets a beautiful bump. And he gave it across to Nichols. Nichols steady. Drives across the face of goal. A chance for Richmond has gone. Marked by Sheedy.
Sheedy takes the mark after Strang is nearly ironed out forevermore. Strang in the hands of trainers. He ran first into Nichols and then into Jesselenko. The ball is kicked here by the Richmond side in defence to centre half back. It's a mark to Ronaldson. Ronaldson coming into the game now, whereas in the first half he wasn't sighted at all, despite his 6 feet 6 frame.
The big fellas have got to come in for Richmond because Nichols is there and in creating plenty of opportunity.
There's Barrett. Good player for Richmond, 16 kicks, but this time there's got two opponents to beat. It's picked up by Collins. Collins gives it across to Stewart. Stewart steadies. Carlton still lead by 3 goals. Up towards the half-back line. Bowden couldn't pick it up. Picked up there by Carlton, by Minari. Up towards the full-court position. Nichols is here. Got away from his opponent. Strang, Minari, and also Nichols bundled out of the road. Good play there, but picking up the Stakovic. Shot the goal.
Channel 9 instant replay.
Got away from his opponent. Strang, Minari, and also Nichols bundled out of the road. Good play there, but picking up the Stakovic. Shot the goal.
Green and Strang seem exhausted. Strang more from the buffeting he took 2 minutes before than through that particular stanza in play.
Without carrying tails early in the game, Jesselenko was met very hard. I think Big Nichols equalled the score, and that just then was a tremendous display of physical strength. Nico brought them both to the ground.
Strang looks absolutely exhausted on the back line. Bounce up. Jones versus the Richmond fella in Patterson. Patterson got to the ball first. It's no man's land from here. Bartlett waiting for it, calling for it now. On the outskirts, it's gone the opposite way to the opposite, Rover and Gallagher. Gallagher picks the ball up. Oh, heavens, Mackenzie came through like the spirit of progress. The ball is over there towards Peter Smith. A hand pass, but he is run down. It's come out towards Mackenzie again, who makes up ground. Over there towards Munari running hard for the ball. The Richmond player, Francis Burke, is out of the play. Gets a push in the back. It's his free kick.
On the centre wing. 18-22 with the free kicks in favour of Carlton. Francis Burke on the wing has the chance. Carlton trail by 4 goals down towards the half-forward line. There's a chance to mark. No, says the umpire. Cliff Stewart there. Good little player. Steady. Has a bounce. He can get away from 2 opponents up towards the half-forward line, and he's found a teammate in Robertson. But Robertson took it too easy. Kicked off the ground by Sheedy, but it's going to be a free kick back here to Robertson. At the 15-minute mark in this third quarter, 9-10 to 5-10 in favour of the Blues. Knocked away there by Big Mike Green and also Mackenzie.
I feel if Ocker tells to stay in his side, he's got to start throwing his weight around. He's the boy I should think that is keeping Barassi out when Barassi's fit.
Here go the rucks. Green 37, Jones 28, and Patterson 25 is behind and doesn't take part in the exchange. The ball has come here to the centre wing, has been kicked along the ground over towards Northey on his 19th man, replaced Tully, injured in the second quarter. The ball is taken by Bartlett, a left foot kick by him. Richmond certainly playing a lot better now. They've bridged the gap a good deal over towards Eric Moore in the centre. Moore kicks the ball onto the half-forward line. The score is 64-40 at the moment, 64-40. Here's clever play by Gould, but is he too clever? Caught with the ball, holding the ball. Blair Campbell hemmed him in. A free kick against Gould, who's saying, well, how can I get rid of it? But it was obvious, and bad luck for Johnny. It was against him.
I think he had plenty of opportunity before. Yes, you could say it's hard under these conditions, but I think he had an opportunity. 15-yard penalty. There's the new rule brought into effect. And, gee, this is a long 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He's a good umpire, this bloke. He knows the distance.
It also
Blair
proves
Campbell.
you can count.
Blair Campbell, straight in front, a goal to the Tigers.
Alan Killigrew, to himself, says Richmond are back in business. Campbell has kicked 3 goals now, and 1 each to Burke, Patterson, Hart. Scoreboard 64 to 46. That's 9-10 to 6-10. 3 goals the difference. They got this close earlier in this quarter before Kekovic scored another goal for the Blues. They're into it again, hard and fast. The ball onto the half-forward line. Now it's onto the half-forward line for the other side. It's gone from Silvani's boot to Bowden. Bowden is tackled, but somehow shakes himself clear, or the opposition falls by the wayside. Moore, a spectacular mark on the half-forward line, with play quickly seesawing from half-forward line to half-forward line. Moore with the ball for the Richmond side, going to the outer goal with the score 3 goals the difference. Carlton in front by 3 goals. They led by 4 goals at half-time. We're now 18 minutes into the third quarter with Eric Moore in possession of the ball and delivering a strong, long drop punt kick almost into the goal square. It is into the goal square. It was through.
It was an excellent kick, as a matter of fact. It was the boy did exactly what he had to do. This is a good game of football now. Make no mistake about it. Richmond are right in it.
Meet Geelong stop.
On the Carlton and the Richmond game at Princes Park. Here are some more before the St Kilda Melbourne game. In the fading light of a winter's afternoon, the final quarter coming up in the Carlton Tigers match. Carlton on top of the list this year, playing the side defending the premiership from last year. Carlton lead by 9 points at the moment. They were 10 points up at the first change, 24 points up at half-time. By a fine third quarter, Richmond are back in business. They're trying to get into the forward. The ball onto the half-forward line for the Richmond side. Adrian Gallagher twice turns out of trouble. Can't get away with the ball. Eric Moore on hands and knees trying to get the ball out of the mud patch. The umpire will intervene and try and give the game a fresh start.
Peter Smith has gone at the Carlton and half-back flank line north.
Pushing the back, and free kick will go to Bartlett. It's played very well for Richmond. A very busy rover. He's on the centre wing, almost in the centre, really. There's a high kick up towards centre half forward. Paddy Ganane has pushed Westlock down the road. Westlock doesn't like him, but it's a free kick to Big Paddy. He manoeuvred Westlock with a very good piece of football. Good football brains. Let's see if he can capitalise on as he gets up towards the full forward position. It's Carl. There's a chance for Blair Campbell if he can pick it up. Watch this funny old kick. He's done it again. 4 goals for Blair Campbell. And now, at the 2-minute mark in this last quarter, the difference will only be 3 points. It's Cliff Stewart with the ball. Cliff Stewart has it on that half-forward flank over towards Croswell. The ball is knocked away from Croswell, picked up by Robertson. It's smothered by Ronaldson. Ronaldson having trouble picking the ball up, and Gallagher gives it across to Brent Croswell. Croswell has it, kicked off the ground now by Croswell, up towards the half-forward line for them. Tony Jewell over there. So is Kekovic, picked up by Bowden. He's bundled out of the road by Croswell. It's close to the half-forward line with Carlton leading by 3 points. A headlock here, but umpire Sleeth is coming in to say, I think I wants to ball it up.
Umpire Sleeth. We okay now? Umpire Sleeth gets them going again. Adrian Gallagher, the rover, had plenty of kicks today. A very good player for the Blues. Kicks onto the half-forward line. Racing back here, Mackenzie after the ball. Gets it towards the line. It was clever play and the right thing to do.
Once again, Carlton have got Jesselenko full forward. This is a move that's open to debate. We know that Kekovic wasn't winning, but they're now breaking down across half-forward.
A throw in just 20 yards away, and we see a beautiful knock by Jones, taken by Gallagher, but his kick is smothered, picked up by Bartlett. Bartlett gets it up to the centre of the ground. Which way will it bounce for? It's over the head of Gill, but he jumped in the air nicely. Now it's picked up by Royce Hart. He kicks up towards the half-forward line. Robert Walls in front. Oh, good mark, Walls. Good football, youngster.
65 to 62. Onto the half-forward line. Somebody's fist gave it a giant punch to carry it on that far. Sheedy, close to the line, might be out of play.
Beautiful work by Munari, anticipating that. Gets down towards Robertson, but he couldn't quite hold it. Sheedy is smothered by his opponent. I think you'll find that it's going to be a free kick going to go to Sheedy because he was pushed in the back by Robertson. 3 points the difference at the 4-minute mark in this last quarter. Carlton, the top side, trying to keep Richmond, who are the fifth side, out of the 4. Not a very good kick by Sheedy, picked up by Bartlett. There's a chance now for Eric Moore if he can pick it up. He does this up towards that half-forward line. Harry Ganane has the ball knocked away once more from Wesloff, but Hart is there. Constructive football of this youngster up towards the half-forward line. Bounces away, back towards Blair Campbell. Couldn't get his foot to it, tried to kick it. There's a chance now. Oh, McKenzie kicked off the ground by Paddy Ganane, picked up by Northey. Northey's bundled out of the road, in the back to Northey. No, says the umpire. And Big Paddy comes in, and you'll find the umpire says play on. A shot for goal, but it's just going straight up in the air and nowhere. It could not be a mark, because it went straight up in the air and nowhere. It'll be a ball up. Now it's against him for holding the ball.
I thought it was a bit severe. I thought the boy warranted a ball up at least. It certainly wasn't a mark, but it was a good passage of football. Exciting. This is a good game.
Where's Luck with the ball? Right in the shadows of the Heatley stand, kicking to the members' flank. Ronaldson spoils Silvani's mark. Bartlett jumps in for the ball. David and Goliath. Here he is with the ball. He's grabbed by John Nichols. Holding the ball against him, and Nichols takes the kick. Bartlett thinks he's been hardly done by. What does umpire Cleland feel?
I think the umpire was right. He had a fair opportunity to get rid of it.
Nichols kicks the ball to the centre wing. Ronaldson, even with his 6'6", can't grab the ball. Bowden behind, a hand pass and a long one over there towards Bill Barrett. Barrett, a bundle full of kicks today and running right back into form. Kicks the ball into the full forward area. Nearly a miraculous mark, a contortionist mark to Paddy Ganane. Off over to Collins, over here towards Kevin Hall. Beaten for him, Barrett running in for it, and here's Bowden getting into all kinds of trouble as three grab a piece of his Guernsey. Gould with the kick to the half-back flank. Kenzie right to the half-forward line. The mark is taken just inside the line by Blair Campbell, who's kicked 4 goals and is the senior goal kicker in the match. Here he is, kicking the ball to within about 35 yards of goal. It bounces right through, sticks into the centre. And now it's out of play.
6 minutes into the last quarter. 8-14 Richmond. Carlton 9-11. 3 points of difference in favour of the Blues. And it's up very close to the Richmond goal, no more than 20 yards away. Oh, high over the pack there was McKenzie. Nobody can pick it up. Finally coming out with the ball is Kevin Hall, and he puts it across the boundary line.
Barrett is a real danger for Carlton. Streaking up the ground, tearing big holes in the Carlton defence when he gets the ball. I would worry like mad if I were Barras about Barrett.
He's had 20 kicks, incidentally. High above the pack once more was Hunt on this occasion, but was picked up by Ockertell. Ockertell's kick once more is across the line. Carlton are attacking the boundary line, keeping Richmond on defensive pocket.
Nichols versus Patterson, and Hunt goes in behind and it gets a double-hander straight over his head, but it's taken by Ockertell, who is moving nicely for the ball. His kick is onto the half-forward line. A beautiful mark is taken by Sheedy in defence.
Playing well, Sheedy's doing particularly well.
Sheedy's doing as well as this half as Strang was in the first half. Strang's had a lot of stuffing knocked out of him by a vigorous clash in the last quarter. Oh, was Bartlett in error there? Gosh, he's game, that kid. He sees the joke of it all, even just in the heat of the moment.
Bounce up on the centre wing. Nichols, Ronaldson, no decisive knockdown. There's a chance now for Francis Burke to kick it off the ground. It's up towards the half-forward line. A chance for Kevin Hall. Judges it beautifully. Gets away with superior pace from Eric Moore. Bangs it down towards centre half-forward. Robertson got it. Plays on quickly. He's run 15 yards. Kicks it for goal. And it's a through.
Channel 9 Instant Replay.
Pace from Eric Moore. Bangs it down towards centre half-forward. Robertson got it. Plays on quickly. He's run 15 yards. Kicks it for goal. And it's a through.
Doesn't this fella do some extraordinarily brilliant things? That's what Carlton wanted above all. A They really and truly needed an exceptional D, and that was it. And isn't the boy elated? Have a look at him.
Arnott's cream biscuits for everyone. Monte Carlo, shortbread cream.
And Carlton in front.
There's no one on the other side of the ground. What's ever happened to wing play?
Jones. Jones against Patterson, and Jones won it straight down to his rover. Beautiful piece of ruck play. Adrian Gallagher kicks the ball to the half-forward flank. Robertson's there, juggled for the mark. He's got the free kick against Bowden, who was holding him. Robertson's scintillating goal a few moments ago really put some ginger back into the Carlton side, which was starting to wilt under the relentless pressure of the Richmond side, that pressure being generated throughout the third quarter. Beautiful kick, and a lovely mark was taken by Strang. Strang's defensive work and a highly criticised Richmond defence lineup over the last few weeks was excellent, but he was shaken up properly with a couple of clashes in the third term. Now he seems to be coming back into the game. Oh, good mark by Savani. A good mark by Serge.
Coming as they come. That was one of those dicey ones. I thought he was a little bit lucky to get away with it, but I don't think there was an umpire born that would have been game enough to take it off him at Carlton.
There's the kick by Silvani, a towering torpedo punt kick, but it just swung away at the last minute, and Serge is mad.
Have a look at his face. He knows what's required. They've got to get another one, Carlton.
They lead by 11 points at the 12-minute mark in this last quarter. And here's Strang kicking off for Richmond, kicks it up towards centre-half back. Big Jones is there, and a mark in front to the big fella from Richmond, Ronaldson. They're both big fellows. And Ronaldson's the centre-half back, looking for a lead up in that half-forward line, but Hart's well covered by Gould. Now we'll see Gould and Hart go to contest. Gould tries to one-hander, knocked away out there by Collins. A chance for Gould, kicked off the ground by Kerr. Straight out here towards Peter Smith. Gets his kick out towards centre-half forward. Croswell and Burke. Croswell in front. Burke's kick.
You can't explain how much more value Burke is on the wing. Croswell was dominating that wing in the first half, and now, while he's done a lot of good things in the second half, it's Burke that's the winner.
There's Burke's kick up towards centre-half forward. Jones is there, but he fell over his opponent. That was in Eric Moore. Picked up there for Carlton by Gould. Grabs it with one hand, and then he puts it in the other claw as he drives it down towards centre-half forward. Nichols come out like a 2-year-old. Took it on his chest and steadies Carlton at centre-half forward.
Big Jones. Straight to centre-half forward, and the fine one-handed mark is taken by Mackenzie. Then he sort of got rid of it and didn't get rid of it. Then he was held by Robertson, or Officer rather. It's a free kick against him, and I think the ump is right.
100% right. A little bit unlucky for Mackenzie, a bit of inexperience, got a bit excited. Cost Richmond dearly, I think.
Ocketel with the ball. He's on the half-forward line. He'll put this ball well downfield. Not as far as I expected, and Francis Burke chips in to take the mark, and he is really coming to his own now. Hand pass straight over to Mike Patterson. Patterson ruckman for the Richmond side. Kicks the ball to the centre wing. It's knocked away by Peter Kerr. Down here towards Peter Jones. Jones is glad for not possession. His free kick. Jones has the kick and knows it.
Good effort. Try to think the ball out to Stewart. Deserved a free kick in good position. A good learner, this bloke.
Here we wait on now Jones. I see Barry Gill running around the boundary. I just wonder who's going to come off. Could be a mark to Richmond. It will be. Taken by Sheedy in that back pocket. Gill waiting to come on. Who's going to come off for Carlton? They're going to take Jesselenko off the field down here on the half-forward line. It's kicked away from, knocked away, picked up by Munari. Out here towards Barry Gill, who's just come on and has taken a mark.
Not coming in after the ball, but I've suspected for a while that probably Jesselenko was not real well.
There's Jesselenko just getting covered up as we see Barry Gill take the kick well down towards the full forward position. Oh, good mark. Good mark. Strong hands as big as they make them. This is Nichols' 16th kick, you know. He's played a good game today.
He's a magnificent footballer. That mark that he took a while ago that you described so aptly was the personification of grace.
Even Nichols would be elated with that. Through she goes. And this has put the sealer on it, I feel, although there's still 15 minutes of play left.
He's a good footballer. Tremendous footballer, Nichols. They grab him when they count him. They do the right thing at the right time.
Richmond are 8 goals 14, which is a total of 62. And Carlton, I don't know what Carlton are. There it is. You can read it for yourself.
Top
value trading time at your BMC dealer now.
22 minutes into this last quarter, and it's 11-14 to 9-14. Kerr in front. Umpire says no free kick. There's a chance for Richmond. If Bartlett can pick it up, he's having trouble. Right to the ground. He might be free kicked here for holding the ball, but umpire's leads come in. I think you'll find he's going to give Bartlett a free kick for a push in the back.
Fair enough, because the little fella was playing the ball. Anxious to get on with the business because time tied in a position of the 4 is running out for Richmond. The ball comes up where Collins can't mark it. Comes down, has a boot on it at the ground. Stewart it is. Walks his way through, the clever little fella with a left foot that comes out, however. No direction. Mackenzie wins it for Richmond. Has a look, elects to kick a punt kick, and it goes up where they'll fly, and I think it's Big Hunt. He plays on, he tumbles in all the time. He plays on and goes for the big one. Yes, very good. Nelly Mark Matty dumped right out of his arms. It's cleared out eventually by Hall, but once again it's Barrett that's won the ball.
Great game by Barrett. My gee, he's played well. This is kick number 21 coming up for Barrett. He's on the half-forward line. It's 23 minutes into this last quarter. 2 goals of difference. A kick by Barrett right up to the big timber. High above the pack was Westlock.
Channel 9 instant replay.
23 minutes into this last quarter. 2 goals of difference. A kick by Barrett right up to the big timber. High above the pack was Westlock. A timely mark.
I think Ian, that could be called a lifesaver. I think that will stop Barassi's ulcers from acting up right at this given point in time.
My gee, it was a good mark. A good fullback, this fellow. He hasn't had many kicks today, but he's been a very serviceable player by the same token. There's his kick down towards the half-back flank, towards Nichols. The ball is knocked away from Nichols out towards Murphy. You can't beat a wall, son. Get rid of it. So finally gets rid of it. There's a chance now for Northey. Ball's knocked away from him towards Francis Burke. Northey's trying to get it off the ground, picked up by Kerr. There's a chance for Rocketel, but Mackenzie kicks it off the carpet. 24 minutes into this last quarter, and it's still 2 goals of difference in favour of Carlton. 11-14 to 9-14.
And it's a throw-in right here under the microphone. Richmond win it, knock it down to Bartlett. He goes for a bounce, puts on the go for a big long kick right up, and it's around about centre-half forward where they play, and I think that it's a mark the walls, I would call it from here. He's a very improved player, this boy, and he settled into that position for a youngster particularly well. He's a very cool player. That was a nice mark under pressure. Goes for distance, naturally. It's distance that's going to win the day, and it's a long kick where Big Nichols flies, bumps it merrily on its way. A very intelligent thing to do, and it's gone over the boundary line and out of bounds, which is a good thing for Carlton here at this moment.
This would be one of the best games I think I've ever seen John Nichols play in his life. He's had about 17 kicks for the day. He's taken 7 marks, and he's really played a good game. 4 hand passes as well as it comes up towards Mackenzie. It's into the time-on period in the last quarter. Oh, a great mark taken by Blair Campbell, who's kicked 5 goals for Richmond. Looking for somebody to pass it to. He'll have to kick it high, up towards centre-half forward. Paddy Ganane couldn't mark it. It's picked up there by Robert Walls. Kicks it back. There is a chance for Patterson. He should mark this, but he didn't get up high enough. A chance for Ian Collins. Rushing his way through the pack. Can't get rid of the ball. Now it comes out towards Gould. Northies is there. He's smothered. No chance for picking up. Finally, Blair Campbell is there. Steadies. Kicks it back with that funny old kick. A chance for Ganane. The ball is knocked away from him. Kicked off the ground by Barrett. A goal by Barrett.
Oh, I don't know why people criticise Barrett. He's a goer for mine all the time. He used his brains, and what's more, it took a lot of courage. He got a really hard knock from a Carlton defender who quite legitimately came in and bowled Barrett right over. However, Barrett thinking all the time, got his boot to it, and it's a goal. And I think the time is the element for Richmond at the moment.
1 minute into the time-on period as Carlton comes down with Barry Gill getting the ball. High above the pack there for Carlton is Robertson. Then we see Munari's kick smothered. A chance for Croswell, but he fell over. Tony Jewell is there. Picked up by Francis Burke. Gives it across to Sheedy. He's got the bounce. And then he balked his opponent. Kicks it up towards centre-half forward. Paddy Ganane is there. And nearly a mark to Ganane. Oh, free kick here to Blair Campbell. Now picked up by Royce Hart. Back to the forward pocket. But on his own is Carlton's Robert Paul. 1 goal the difference. 11-14 to 10-14 with Carlton in front. And time is running out. We've played for 1.5 minutes into the time-on period.
Well, the boy's cool under pressure. It was a very lucky thing for Carlton he was there, but somewhere he must have been his man. Goes for the long kick. Not a very good one, and in front. was a Richmond player whom I thought more who I couldn't pick up. I think he could have marked that. However, eventually it was kicked over the line by Hall and it's out of bounds. And it's a throw-in around about 40 yards on a half-forward flank from the Carlton goal. Comes to the ground, nobody wins. Bartlett's there, trying to win it. So is Sergi Silvani. Gets one of those funny old Irish punts, kicks it down where Goswell coming. Cheedy comes in, goes for the bounce. Umpire calls play on. They're out on their hands and knees, and the only logical result from this incident must be a ball up.
We're 2.5 minutes into the time-on period. There's the scoreboard for you. 1 goal the difference. It's bounced. It's 100 yards away from the Richmond goal. Peter Jones has it, gives it across to Munari. Munari's having trouble getting rid of the ball. Now it goes out to that wing again, and you'll find another throw-in. Blair Campbell has kicked 5 goals for Richmond, whilst for Carlton, Jones and Nichols have kicked 3 each. Jeselenko and Kekovic 2 each. A beautiful knock taken by Minari, kicked high in the air. There's a chance there for Robertson. Ball's knocked away from him. Coming in to pick the ball up is Eric Moore. He'll drive it up towards centre half forward. A mark to Hunt. Oh, and he's crashed to the ground by Robert Walls after he'd marked it. We've played for 3 minutes time on. Hunt circles around, kicks it high in the air towards full forward. Blair Campbell behind Paddy Ganane. Blair Campbell's got it. Free kick. The siren is gone. A siren is gone, and a free kick. It's now a free kick to a Richmond player.
No, I don't think so. It was a free kick to Wesley Locks, and Wesley Locks turned his back into stain upon everybody and walked off the ground because he and the umpire knew that he was the boy that got the bat. So the game's all over, and Richmond Carlton have won it 11-14, 18 points. There's the scoreboard at 10-14, 74, and Richmond, you must give them credit. They fought hard all day.